Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seek for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Koholoyam la Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Bahasham Rakahakadash. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that taught us this truth that rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and to the 1/3 men, women, and children of Israel, and to the Israelite foreigners who has the appearance of the heathens, but their lineage, their seed lines from their fathers, goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom, shalom to the 144,000 men and the rest of the elect. And what inspired me to do this video is, cleaning out some paperwork from my old, bag or what have you, and I came across this this pamphlet, and it comes from here in Chicago. They got a museum. They had like a Fred Hampton museum, and we were going to attend it. Somebody passed us this little flyer or whatever, and I just wanted to see what they were talking about. This was years ago. This was before the C-19, before all the C-19 took place, right? And so what you have here is, Fred Hampton, as we know, CPD, all right, Chicago police, they went in and assassinated this man. But look, this was his message, man. It says, we got to face some facts that the masses are poor, that the masses belong to what you call lower class. And when I talk about the masses, I'm talking about white masses, black masses, the brown masses, and the yellow masses too, right? So we know that Esau Edom has put a covering cast over all the people. Let's grab that real quick. Hey, because Fred Hampton, hey, he probably was sincere at first, far as for his people. But then I noticed when I would watch some of his speeches from back in the day, he was about inclusion of everybody, man. Okay, he was about inclusion of everybody, and that's that New World Order talk, right? That's that we are the world, we are the children talk, and that's what Esau wants. Hey, long as you're not talking about Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being the Israelites, he is cool with whatever. Matter of fact, he'll front you. Okay, look at this. This is Isaiah 25 and 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. All right, and that veil is that Darwinism, man. Caucasoid, Negroid, Mongoloid. All right, and then associating nations of people with color, man. All right. Hey, there's no such thing as white people, right? We have to say this millions and millions of times, man. All right. The so-called white man are the red Hebrew Edomites. That is his lineage. All right. It says here talking about black. When it comes to black and brown, there's no such thing as black people. All right. They are different shades of brown, the Hebrew Israelites. Okay. You have the 12 tribes chart. Okay. Yellow people, they try to name those the Ammonites and the Moabites. The Ammonites are the so-called Japanese, and the so-called Chinese are the Moabites. All right, they try to put everybody with color. Why is this? 1681 Esau Edom tried to he claimed himself on paper, all right, through the Virginia Act as white people. All right, before they just named themselves a Frenchman, a Spaniard, British, or what have you, right? But now they just lumped them all into one. Why? Because he's running away from his true national heritage, which is the red Hebrew Edomites. Genesis 25 and 25 tells you that Esau, Edom, came out red. All right, red means wasted away. His blood shows forth through his skin. All right. And they want to hide the fact that we are the Israelites. Right. So now that we got that established, Fred Hampton, I read Slacky. Let me go back to this Romans 11 and 7. Because what was Fred Hampton seeking for, man? Justice, right? And they had 10 points about the Black Panther program. Hey, and that Black Panther party, hey, that was off, man. Okay, they came in trying to establish things with arms, and we know that Esau Edom, the arms which are swords, like it says, Esau Edom was given the blessing of the sword, according to Genesis 27. Right, you Jakes tried to take up the sword to combat Esau. Right, in California, this is where the Black Panther Party was started in Oakland, man, in '66. All right, so you can't beat Esau with his own blessing. Okay, so let's read this here. Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which ye seek for, which is what? Truth and justice, right? But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So right around this year, man, 1969, the 60s, they call it the turbulent 60s. That's when Esau Edom nation started to fall. All right, it reached its pinnacle when them going up and doing the Apollo missions in the late 50s and talking about they went to the moon, which they never did. All right, what's that? And Obadiah said he should roughly paraphrasing, they seeing to the stars or what have you. Matter of fact, let me just get it instead of butchering it crazy. It says thou Obadiah 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, which that's America's mascot, Edom's mascot, right? And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. So that's when they boasted themselves. You had the Russians with Sputnik, all right? And what's so beautiful, this is when Abba Bivens, man, this is when the truth came to the streets, man, came into the broad view, man, where he put together the Old Testament and New Testament. All right, well, we this is when we start to stand on our feet, man. This is when the truth came out in Harlem, okay, in the late '60s, right? So this is when America was, started pretty much turning, man. This is when started going down. And this is why you had groups like the Black Panthers come out. Let's grab real quick here. Still in Romans. Let's go to Romans 13. And 1, it said, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahweh. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh. Whosoever therefore resist the power, resist the ordinance of Yahweh. So, now, how can we protect ourselves? Yeah. You are able to protect yourself, but they went out trying to establish things. The Black Panther Party with, holding, showing their arms, showing them. All right, pretty much showing Whitey that we ain't taking this mess no more. But really, we were brought to America for punishment, man. Babylon the Great, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, why? Because we disobeyed the ordinances of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So he sent us into the hands of our enemies, right? And it says, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. All right. And this what happened to Nat Turner too, man. He read the scriptures and he was on point with the scriptures, but he tried to take matters into his own hand, right? Remember, the Lord said vengeance is his. So you trying to take vengeance upon yourself, that ain't going to happen. So now let's go to so this right here, this was some New World Order type of lingo, and then he's linked up with the Rainbow Coalition, which were founded by Edomites. All right, whatever they call themselves, giving so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, it's a snare and a trap. Okay, it is a snare and a trap. So now let's get to this right here. This is my point. It says here the 10-point program of the Black Panther Party in 1966, right? So it says this is going to be easy, man, because we're under the curses, right? It says we want freedom. We want power to determine the destiny of our black community, okay? So we know that no one is black. There are different shades of brown, all right? So the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the Israelites, because around this time you had a Spanish revolution also. I forget that guy name, but they always have him on T-shirts and they plaster him everywhere too. But there was an uprising against Esau, man, right? And it says we want freedom, right? So let's just start off with the kickoff, because we remember that Deuteronomy 1 through 14 are the blessings, right? Which those are future prophecies, man. Because hey, when the Lord give us, lead us into the second covenant, man, which the law, statutes, and commandments will be in our inward parts. Okay, after all the smoke is cleared, when in a twinkle of an eye, all right, Lord willing, I'm of the elect and the brothers that preach the truth with sincerity and charity, directly and correctly. Hey, man, the verses 1 through 14 is going to be in effect. All right, but let's deal with verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, letting you know that the whole Bible is laws, right? That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All right. So Fred Hampton, yeah, he may have heard of the scriptures and all that, but he had no spirit. All right. None of these Black Panther niggas had no spirit whatsoever of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But hey, like I said, Abba Bivens came on the scene in the late 60s and the truth went out there. The Lord, didn't want it to come fully out in that time, right? And by the way, Fred Hampton was assassinated in his bed by a Chicago police department, right? And it says here, matter of fact, they named a street after him. So when Esau started naming streets off after you, hey, long as you ain't talking about you a Hebrew Israelite, hey, they'll deal with you, man. They'll let you have whatever you want. Street, parks named after you and all that, man, right? Anyway, it says here, we want freedom. We want to be determined. We want power to determine the destiny of our Black community. We want full employment for our people. We want an end to the robbery of the white man by our Black community. As long as you calling yourself Black, man, you are in the congregation of the dead. Black means void of light. All right, which means you have no truth. Okay, so now so we read that all the curses are going to overtake you, right? Let's go to some of the curses, man. I'm just going to point out some main ones where this list is all these things that what they want, the 10-point program. Hey, that ain't going to happen, man, under the Lord's Son, right? It says here, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. That's slavery. And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. That means no power, man. That's what you're asking for, right? You want full employment, right? The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. All right. So that knocks out this whole list pretty much. But you know what? I'm a dig in a little bit, right? It says they want decent housing. Okay, no, they're gonna redline. The Lord is gonna allow Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. He used them as a weapon, man. All right, he's gonna use them to redline you, throw you in the projects. Okay, throw you in ghettos. All right, you came here to serve out a punishment. You didn't come off the slave ships like it was the Carnival Cruise Line. All right, it says fit for shelter of human beings. Okay, because hey, our people don't know that the Lord set evil against righteousness in the garden. Let's grab this real quick. This is Genesis 3:15. And this is regarding the serpent, all right? And that serpent-like spirit has been reincarnated into Esau Edom, which today are the so-called Caucasians, man, the self-proclaimed white man. All right, they have that same spirit inside of them, that demonic spirit. Hence the reason why this world is ran contrary to the scriptures. And who is this world ran by? The Edomites, so-called white man. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. If not, where and who is he? All right. A rhetorical question, right? Then you have uh what's that? Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, all right, the people rejoice, and when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. And people are mourning all over. All right, we're at the doorsteps of World War III, famine. People are just striking everywhere in these jobs. All right, you got the migrant. Hey, man, Esau Edom is being the perfect devil, man. All right, and we love it. Us of the hopeful elect, we want Edom to really go hard, man, so that the Lord can come back and destroy you. All right, so that those nukes can bust out of those silos, man. The intercontinental ballistic missiles, man, to destroy Babylon the Great, aka America, this wicked, evil kingdom that we're living in, man. Okay, Salakia for the rant, but it says here, I will put enmity between thee and the woman. All right, and that woman represents the elect of Israel. All right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, and between thy seed and her seed. All right, so this pretty much what this means is the global elitists. All right, the top tribe of Esau is Amalek. All right, and that's who runs everything. That's who runs every faction of human life that you see on this earth, man. All right, and her seed, it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Okay, and now let's go. Keep it in Genesis just to show you that the perpetual hate that Esau Edom will have against the children of Israel. You can find that in Ezekiel 35 and Ezekiel 20, Ezekiel 35 and Ezekiel 25, right? But let's just jump to the points real quick. And it says Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob, Jacob name, who was later turned to Israel after he fought the angel, right? Which he is the progenitor of the Israelites, right? The whole narrative of the Bible is this love story with Yahweh, who you people ignorantly call God, and Yahweh Shai, his son, who you people ignorantly call Jesus. All right, it's a love story between him and the Israelites. All right, and who do they hate? The Edomites, because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, and what was that blessing? Immortality, the kingdom of heaven, and righteousness. Because right now Esau Edom is in his kingdom, all right, which is Satan's kingdom. All right, Satan means adversary of righteousness, and he's the devil that the Bible speak of, and devil means deceiver. All right, very simple. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. All right, hence the reason why you see so-called white people doing us for centuries the way they've done us. And the Lord allowed it. It's judgment. Okay, we went off. We went against our power. So the Lord allowed them to have a way with us. Since y'all want to go follow after different gods and whatnot, praying to golden calves and all that, the Lord let these nations have their way with us. Hence the reason why we're in hoods where everybody that doesn't look like you have stores in your neighborhood. All right, and Edom allows them to. Okay, so let's grab real quick here. Go back in Deuteronomy 28, and what did I do? 32 and 33 I read already. Let's grab 43. Okay, so now let's read some more of these 10 points programs of the Black Panther Party. It says we want decent housing. I went into that as far as ghettos and it says we want an end. Verse 3, I'm sorry, I jumped up. It said the end. We want an end to the robbery of the white man by our black community. Hey, Salakia, I gotta grab this real quick. Micah 2. And start at the top. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Revelation 6:4 tell us that, hey, that red horse, all right, that took a piece from the earth with a great sword, roughly paraphrasing, all right, that's Esau Edom. All right, red horse means power, man. Red goes back to Esau. Okay, hey, and this is what this man is trying to do. He's trying to do a new world order. He's trying to do a great reset through this fourth industrial revolution that he's trying to kick off through his technocracy, right? And they got the power in their hand, man. Look at our people too. Our people are finished, man. The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American people, we're done, man. They don't know their nationality. They don't know their heritage, right? It says they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. All right. So, hey, this right here with the points that you want from the black, that ain't finna happen. Okay, it is written that that's not going to happen on this side. See, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you think that you got next here in this society with greenbacks in your pocket, man. No, it's not going to happen that way. The Lord is going to have to eviscerate Babylon the Great with thermonuclear fire, man. All right, fire is a cleanser. All of this has to be wiped away. Clean slate. Okay, it says we want education. What's this? Point five. It says we want education for our people that exposes the true nature of this this decadent American society. We want education that teach us our true history and our role in present day society. No, you ain't gonna listen no way. We're telling you that right now. Starting with Apostle Tahar on down, man. The apostles and elders are telling this in real time here in 2023, and you people ain't gonna take heed to it, man. You're gonna say, no, I got guns. We need to get land. All right. We need to have black excellence. We need banks. The Lord has showed that all of that didn't work. All right. The Tulsa, Oklahoma, all of that black excellence, and look at the entertainers. They got all the money that you can imagine. And look at our people. We've gotten worse. Okay. It says here verse not verse, but point six. We want what's that? We want all black men to be exempt from military service. Well, guess what? When you under the curses, this devil got you begging to him. You can't be self-sufficient. So yeah, you're gonna join the army. Why? The military service, because he got goodies. I come out, retire, I get the GI fund, I get housing, and all that. Man, Jake gonna snatch that up, right? He gonna give you all the goodies. Speaking of goodies, let's go real quick here to Ecclesiasticus 12, because now Esau. Remember, Esau's is a serpent, man. Okay, he is subtile, like it said in Genesis 3. Watch this. It says, "Never trust thine enemy," and we know who our enemies are. Starting with Edom, all right, and you can find it in Psalms 83. Roughly the first 7 verses, it says, "For like as iron rust, so is his wickedness." And we know Esau Edom is the wicked, right? According to Malachi 1 and 4, right? The border of wickedness. And First Maccabees, the first chapter, when wickedness was spreaded from Alexander and his 4 generals, right? Throughout the whole land. It says, verse 11, though he humble himself, all right, what he do? Shave his face, neck, a white t-shirt and a tie, and he speaks what they call good English and a nice tone, you know. Hey, look, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Like the scriptures, the Planet of the Apes movie said, beware of the beast man. All right, we know Esau Edom is a beast, man. Why? Because he operates outside of the scriptures, man. If you're operating outside of the Holy Spirit, the law, statutes, and commandments, man, you are a beast, man. And that's how our people operate. They are under the vibration of Edom. So the so-called white man. It says, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he overthrow thee, he stand up in thy place. Okay, so hey, here come with his rainbow coalition. Uh, uh, what was that? Bernie Sanders coming in talking about he marched with Martin Luther King. You know, uh, as if they're trying to help you. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, let he seek to take thy seat, and though at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? A when Nat Turner, not Nat Turner, but uh, uh, Fred Hampton. Hey, they had infiltrators in the Black Panther Party, man. Hey, they had Jake that infiltrated. It was a Jake that infiltrated him, man. Took the bag. All right, they made a movie off of it. Judas the Black. I can't remember the title, but pretty much he got infiltrated, right? But hey, guess what? The elect is not going to be infiltrated, right? Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or come, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So one that go to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who would he pity? Yeah, our people run to Egypt, man, looking for help. You think that your enemy is going to allow you to overtake him easily like that? All right. How Esau Edom is giving these the end dub, okay, Eve, all these goodies, okay, the first black woman this, the first black woman that. No, man, that's a snare and a trap, man. It says, so one that go to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will he pity? For a while he would abide by thee, right? Your Red Cross, your NAACP, um, what they got, Black Lives Matter. Now you have to be or a Democrat. All right, to be a Democrat, you have to be you have to be, you have to consent with sodomite lifestyle. When we continue, it says, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. Here's a point. An enemy speaks sweetly with his lips, but in his heart, he imagine how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. So you can't trust these devils, man. And they'll back everything. All this right here, these 1 through 10 points. Hey, Esau's going to act like he's going to help you accomplish that, right? It says we want black men to be exempt from military. I read that. It says we want immediate end to police brutality. All right, I already read you in Genesis 3:15 that there's going to be enmity between the seed of the wicked and the seed of the woman, which are the Israelites, right? And I read you that in verse 27 of Genesis also, right? It says we want freedom for all black men held in federal, state, and city prisons. We believe that all black people should be released from many jails and prisons because they have not received fair and impartial trials. Now, this was in the 60s, you know what I'm saying? And you had hard-headed jakes back then. But now, hey, a lot of these niggas deserve to be in the goddamn jails, man. But guess what? No man is going to buy you. Let's grab that real quick, man. Because, hey, these jakes think that they're innocent, man. Y'all ain't innocent, man. We all deserve death. All right? What the Lord said, if it was not for the elect, okay, the days will be shortened, roughly paraphrasing. Okay. Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more. What is the it? Israel, man. We got kicked out of our land. We were exiled. Hence the reason why you have the diaspora. All right, or we got scattered into the four corners of the earth, right? And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. All right, but guess what? We know that Yahweh Shai, he bought us with his blood, man. All right. And our people don't want to come to that realization, man. All right. They think that they can do it by their own carnal means. Okay. And what else I got here? It says here, we want all black people, when brought to trial, to be tried in court by a jury of their peers. Hey, the Constitution told you that you were 3/5 of a man. Okay. These people don't. Hey, you're not part of the Constitution, and they're done with the Constitution anyway. Hence, why you see the low-level Edomites rising up. It says here, a jury of their peer group or people from their black communities as defined by the Constitution of the United States. Yeah, good luck on that. It says we want land, bread, housing, education, which their education means to draw from within. All right, these people are indoctrinating you with so-called white supremacy, man. All right, clothing, justice, and peace. Like I said in Romans 11:7, Israel have not obtained that which he seek for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. All right, according to Matthew 24:30 and 31, hey, the Lord is coming back only for the elect. All right, and they're the only ones that's going to get and understand the full nature of the scriptures to receive salvation and to be exempt from the wrath of the Lord, man. Okay. So it says here, continuing, it says, a united nation supervise. You don't know that all the nations are against the children of Israel, man. Okay. Supervise, what's this says? Uh, Plebiscite to be held through the black colony, in which only black colony subject will be allowed to participate. Yeah, in Esau's kingdom. All right. This is Esau Edom's heaven, man. Okay, but guess what? Lucifer's getting ready to be kicked out of heaven, man, according to Isaiah 14. Okay, so let me grab real quick here. I'm gonna end it off with these Baruch, and this is Baruch chapter 3 and 8. It reads, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. Hear Israel, the commandments of life, give ear to understanding, wisdom." Okay, so, hey man, we are to wake up in these last days, which the elect will. All right, and the Lord is going to save them and bring them back into their land. All right, and this is Baruch chapter 4 and 25. Because hey, we win in the end, man. These devils are getting ready to lose. Hey, this whole Black Panther mindset of we need to do this by, hey, what the scripture tell you, lean not on your own understanding, man. You got to lean on to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. There is no other way out. Your money ain't gonna save you. Riches profit not in the day of wrath. Okay, your guns are not gonna save you. Nothing is gonna save you but Yahweh Yahushua, man. It says here, my children suffer patiently, and that's what our people don't want to do. All right, they don't want to be patient. Just like Esau gave up his whole birthright because he wasn't patient, right? He needed to eat right then and there, just like our people. All right, like the, John 8:44 said, "Ye of your father the devil, man." All right, you got the same mentality, but hey, they want that mentality. They say, "What if you can't beat them, join them," right? But not the elect. The wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh, for thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. All right. So hey, just like hey, we had to heal in the womb. Hey, we got us healed spiritually now, according to uh uh what's that? Second Esdras 6, right? And then Second Esdras 6 and 9 tells you that Esau is the end of the world. When they go in that world, that means eon, which is an age, a Greek word name that says eon. All right, the end of so-called white supremacy, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, the kingdom of righteousness, which will be established on earth, right? Like the Lord's Prayer said, on earth as it is in heaven. So with that, I pray it was edifying. Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Shalom.